Hey, this is your guy Rai, and we are now in beautiful Ho Chi Minh here in Vietnam. And I'm at Kum Ho bus. We're about to take the bus to Cambodia. So from Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. And today you're gonna see what the trip is like, how customs is gonna be, immigration. It's gonna be a lot of waiting, and then by 5 p.m. we should be in Phnom Penh, so see you there. Okay, so I'm here at Kum Ho bus station, and my bus to Phnom Penh is at 8:30 in the morning, so I had to be here at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at the latest. I found it kind of strange because the guy at the reception at Kum Ho spoke no English whatsoever, and usually at these kind of tourist places they have people that speak English. But anyway, we understood each other. So when I gave him my ticket, he said passport, and I got that part. And then he did a sign like this, like he was poking his shoulder with his finger. So I understood that immediately, and I showed him my vaccination card. So gave him my passport, vaccination card, and then all good. And then the bus is here as we speak. That's gonna be my bus to Cambodia. They're gonna park right beside the store quote unquote that they have. And what's gonna happen here is they're gonna take my passport at the border, Vietnam, Cambodia, and give it back. So we'll see ya. We are at the bus to Cambodia, and I've not seen this before. It's like a sleeper bus. It's divided. The bus is divided into three. We basically each have individual seats, and you can sleep in it, which I find really cool. I've done this trip many times, but I haven't experienced the sleeper bus, and it's very exciting because you can get to relax. And look, you have your own. Well, there's a monitor. I hope that works. You have air conditioning here, and I hope there's a charger. That's all I really need. Oh, right here. 2 USBs. You have your cup tray, probably for food. So this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be a first time experience for me, so pretty excited about that. The cost of the trip is $40 one way. That's from Saigon to Phnom Penh, $40. It used to be 15, but it got more expensive. And I'm guessing this is one of the reasons why. And for me, that's pretty much worth it. So see you on the trip. Hi, and two things that are new for me to this experience. Before entering the bus, they made us take our shoes off. They gave us plastic, and I kind of understand why, because you gotta keep things clean here. You got like a wooden laminate floor, and I guess we need to keep things clean. And also, I was very surprised my iced coffee was not allowed in, so I had to throw it out. So those are the two new things that they asked from us. Remove the shoes, and no drinks inside. I guess they're gonna be. They usually give a bottle of water and that tissue, the wet wipes. That's what they usually give. And so we'll see what happens with this one. I'm hoping there's some kind of food because it's $40. So I hope there's something that they give. It's gonna be better than nothing. Okay, so we'll see, and we hope it's gonna be a fun flight. I mean, a fun bus trip. So see ya. Hey, this is one thing I wanted to show you, which I thought was really cool. So I pressed on the button here, and it declined. But it's the lower leg that reclines, not the head. I would think there's a switch for the head recline, but I can't really find any. So probably I'm gonna do a little digging in here to see how the head reclines. But as of the moment, if it's just the leg, that's gonna be very hard. So we'll see how I fit. Okay, so I had to ask how to recline the seats because I noticed that with the seats there's kind of a storage behind. So I had to recline it so I could put the storage. I had to ask the driver, the Vietnamese driver, and some Vietnamese are really kind of abrasive. So when I asked him how to recline the seats, he was giving me a signal like go back. go back to your chair, and I had to kind of fight back and say, no, 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 I'm asking you, like, how do I move the chair or the seat back and forth? And he demonstrated to me. He took this lever right here and then he pulled it. So you take the lever and then you pull it, and then that's how you adjust the seat. So when you adjust the seat like so, then you have more storage at the back. Okay, and one difficult thing with this kind of setup, so you have a three suite setup, as you may, it's very hard to get around. Like, you can't move that way. This would be very hard, and people kind of stick their leg out like that. They stick their leg out and you can't come through, so you have to move like literally sideways, and that's also good for the balance. But for me, I think I like this privacy, I like this space, and you have your own little window here. Check this out. See, you can move your own window, and before this was not possible. It was just a big window, couldn't open it, but now you have your own little window, little air conditioning here. So you have your USB, the cup holder, and the monitor, and you have this thing in here to hold on to in case something happens. Oh, when you're walking down the aisle, you can hold on to this, and so that you don't fall over. And so far this has been very, very interesting. And I know it should be a little bit past 8:30, so I hope we're gonna be running on time today. We'll see. So I'm here, I'm at the back of the bus. So as you can see, it's 3 rows. So this is my seat at the back. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, and then it also goes, it's like 2 floors. So you have 1 and then 2. So that's pretty interesting. And here's the other side here. Okay, so far no one is sitting on the back part, so that right now I have this space all to myself, but then we'll see later when the bus moves. And wow, I hope that the monitor kind of can plug in and watch your own videos, but I don't think that happens, so we'll see what happens. We'll figure it out, and it's gonna be kind of exciting. So they turned on the lights. These are the lights. You can kind of, I call them disco lights. And as soon as they turned on the light, they play this music. So I guess the driver kind of has to play this music because it's lively and it keeps them from sleeping. But check it out, and then I noticed that the sleeper van, they have private curtains, so you can close your room off, your suite off. But I'm at the end of the bus, so privacy is not an issue. There's nobody behind, nobody sitting on the 2 rows beside me, so I think privacy should not be an issue. Also, like, just in case of security, you have just in case you have thieves, it's not gonna be a problem because I'm at the end. so you see everyone coming in and no one really bothers you. So that's why when it comes to these long trip buses, I always choose to be at the back, so it's safer, less people coming in and out, and you're just more relaxed. And then when it comes to the border, right before we stop, I already zip right to the front of the bus and then just go in front of the line. That's what I'm gonna do here. So we'll see what happens at the Vietnam pipeline. It's kind of funny because I'm about 5'5" and it fits me exactly. So I feel bad for the really tall people. They might not fit here unless they kind of recline the chair like so. Oh my god, the speakers are right at my ear right there. This is not gonna be relaxing at all. We'll see what happens, but this is really noisy. I won't be able to relax. Maybe I'll change seats when we move, but this is not. So I'm right beside the speaker. Good luck. This will not be relaxing at all. So we have a bit of a situation here. My seat is right beside the bus speakers. It's in right beside, see beside it, and it's kind of blaring right now. So what I'm gonna do is the seats in front of me are not occupied, so I'm gonna move to this seat once we start moving. Because here it's a bit more quiet. Yeah. On the monitor now. Check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna move right now so he can turn on my monitor. I'm gonna move. Better do it. Turning on the monitor, and it's gonna be YouTube, man. Look at the neighborhood. That's YouTube, and this is gonna be YouTube, and I think this is gonna be touchscreen. Let's see here. Oh no, it's not touchscreen. I am dead. So how do we actually change the? No, I think it's being controlled up front. So this is actually the music that's playing. This is the music video. So at least you see something during the trip. Yeah, it's not touchscreen at all. So basically you just have something to see, monitor, and yeah. No functionality whatsoever. You just have something to see during the trip. And that's pretty cool, but it's kind of not. Right now I removed myself one row away from the speaker, and it's a better, because at least it's not ringing in my ear, it's not blaring in my ear. And that was the kind of situation where headphones would help you because it's right beside you. Here I'm about a row away, which I can still hear the music, as you can hear, but it's not as bad as it was a minute ago where it was right in my ear. And what I'm doing right now is that there's air conditioning here, and then you also have the lights. But what I'm doing is I'm having the air conditioning blow on the window because the glass gets hot. And so I have the air blowing out here so that the window doesn't get hot. And so far so good. I am liking the view. And like I said, I'm 5'5" and it fits me exactly. And so I feel bad to tell people, I guess you have to recline the seat to fit in, to be taller. But so far so good. We'll see how the ride goes. So just a trip update. It's now 8:33. Running a bit late because this was supposed to be but 8:30. I don't know if they're waiting for more people to fill the bus, but we'll get to the probably by the Mokbai border at about 11:30 to 12. And so we're gonna cross the border, and we usually have a break for lunch. Before it used to be on the Cambodian side, but I also had some trips where it was on the Vietnamese side. So we'll see, but because I kind of prefer the Vietnamese side, for them to take a break. It's gonna be this big pull-up restaurant. But I hope it's in the Vietnamese side because generally I like Vietnamese food better, and the place is cleaner. But knowing how this happens, we'll probably want to get through the border first and then take a break. So most likely it's going to be on the Cambodian side in Bavet, in the Bavet border. And so we'll see what happens. We hope that we eat someplace delicious. But I brought my banh mi with me, so we're all good. I rolled over my curtain and got some privacy, and we're good. We're good to go. Just waiting for the bus to move. So here in Ho Chi Minh, I'm just reflecting on what my cousin said. He lived 1 year in Ho Chi Minh, and he's really pissed with Ho Chi Minh because there's nothing to do. It's like a modern city, and I'm reminded of that because there's a park here. People do exercise in and around. And my cousin and I moved to Da Nang because it's a beach city and near the forest. So he's been there 7 years, and he's never really left. So I'm kind of reminded of that now that I see people walking around exercising at the park. It's cool that they have parks here in Ho Chi Minh. It's very French, influence. But I'm looking forward to being in Da Nang and hanging out there because he was right. He lived here for 1 year and he said there's really nothing to do there, and we're seeing that now. So the bus just started moving. It's 8:38, so 8 minutes off schedule. That's not bad. And also they didn't wait for the bus to get filled. We're moving now from District 1 in Ho Chi Minh City, and we're gonna see what happens at the border. But right now I'm getting hungry from all the anticipation. I brought my bond with me, but I'm hoping to go on a diet. We'll see if I eat. But the good news is we're moving at 38. We should get to the border about 11:30 to 12. Through Ho Chi Minh District 1 right now, and we are stopped at the Gout Cafe. So anytime you want to have gout, just go to that cafe. Only in Ho Chi Minh, only in Vietnam. Alright, so this is the conductor here. Usually they give water and wet wipes, and also they ask for your passport. So I'm gonna give it now, and they're asking for your passport and your vaccination card. So these are all the requirements for now. What he does is he's asking for the passports because he's gonna fill out the forms and give it to immigration to make it faster. So that's the reason why basically you don't have your passport throughout this whole trip, because the conductor is holding it and he's filling out the form and he's making life easier for you. I've seen instances where they actually kind of bribe at the book. So here it is, and he's got everybody's passport, and I saw some $20 bills slipped into the passport. That's probably for the visa. so they facilitate that for you. So when you go to the border, if it's your first time traveling here, don't be surprised when the conductor asks for your passport. They're doing it to make your life easy. This is at the Vietnam Cambodia border. You get your passport, and also it's the same way from Cambodia to Vietnam. They get your passport, they fill up the forms, and they give it back to you once you're going through immigration. Or sometimes it's already at the immigration counter itself. They call your name and kind of like graduation. They call your name, give you your passport, and cross the border from Vietnam. You walk a little bit past and it's already Cambodia. So that's what's gonna happen here. So a few minutes into the ride, I like it. It's very comfortable, and you have your own view of the city. Before it was your cramped seats and you couldn't move, and you're beside a lot of people. Here it's like there's more privacy. You got your window, you got your curtain, and you can stretch out your legs. Then eventually I'll have the charger. But one thing you have to be careful for is the bus turned and I almost slammed my head into the window. It was like a really hard turn, and bam, I almost slammed it straight. So when you're here, you have to be careful. You always have to put your head like in the center or in the middle or towards the right. Just keep it far away from the window or the wall, because you have a high chance of slamming into it and getting hurt. So just be careful when you're here. So we're rolling through District 1 right now, and there's stoplight traffic. One travel tip I can give you when you're traveling in Asia, you have to roll in these buses, inter-border buses, is to book on weekends. So today's a Saturday. Because if you book on a weekday, there's going to be extra traffic, usually at the city. Because you know, when you're on vacation, every day is a weekday, right? I mean, every day is a weekend. But you have to remember, people have their daily lives in here. So the traffic in the city adds 1-2 hours extra to your trip. So what I did was I booked a Saturday so that I avoid the traffic here in the city, in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh, and also in Phnom Penh. When I get there, there's going to be less traffic because it's a weekend. Hopefully that saves me about 1 hour or 2, sometimes even 3 hours. Okay, so if it's all the same to you, don't book weekdays, just book weekends. Plan to weekends. That really helps. Okay, so we're on our first break here from Saigon to Phnom Penh, and with a sleeper bus, there's no restroom inside because some buses have restrooms so that they don't stop, but this one doesn't have a restroom, so we've had like a little restroom break. It's probably gonna be 15 minutes, and then we're gonna have another break to have lunch. Okay, so this is the first stop, is the restroom break, and we're still in Vietnam. We're about to get to the border. So when you're on the bathroom break, they give you these little slippers that you can use to go to the bathroom, so that you don't have to wear your shoes. But I didn't use them. I used my own shoes. But this is something new. It's probably a new service that they give, lending out slippers. It's very convenient, so you don't have to wear your shoes. And yeah, go back in there where you should be shoeless. And our driver is having a cigarette break. And so that's why this is probably gonna be a very, very short break, because there's not a sit down area, it's not a big dining area, so they're just a quick break here, and then they're good, and we're good to go. I'm gonna go back to my little suite here, because we had a relaxed position in there. Just probably gonna grab a bite with the banh mi that I ordered. Okay, check out the passports. They're all in a trash bin. They're gonna be given to immigration. And here I go through the tight quarters. I'm gonna be all the way to the end. Ooh, tight, tight, tight. I feel bad for the really big people. They would have a hard time here. And here we are at my slot. Put my shoes behind. And the little storage here, storage area. Yeah, you see it? And then a plastic bag. Then I should go up in here. Let me grab my banh mi because I'm a little bit hungry. And just a few bites. And we're good to go. Here I go. I use the step. So you use the step to get up your area. Sit down here. And we're good to go. Alright, cool. At the Vietnamese Cambodian border right now. So these are the people that are coming in here and selling things. Basically that's our bus. And now our driver is telling us to go into immigration. I think this will be immigration. So this is where the passports that they took, we kind of go through immigration. And yeah, this is it right here. I know we just wait for a few moments because the conductor that took our passport is putting it at immigration. Then we just bring our stuff through the x-ray, but most of the time it doesn't work because Vietnam doesn't really care what goes out. They care more about what comes in. So in here, we go through in here, and then we just wait for our names to be called. So here we go. Yeah, we just sit here and wait. Before it was a standing area, but now we just sit. And pretty surprised because the vendors can come through immigration. See, they're like following us. They're trying to sell stuff, or I don't know, she's trying to tell me something, but oh yeah, she's saying no cameras are involved. So she speaks English. Very good. Just crossed the border of Vietnam. We had to wait for our names to be called. Got stamped, no problem. And now we're crossing into Cambodia. Bus is waiting for us as we cross the border. So we just, behind us is the Vietnamese border. We just finished crossing it. And right now we're gonna cross into the Cambodian border. And we're gonna hop off the bus and do the exact same thing, but this time we're gonna go through customs. They're gonna give us our luggage. We have to put it through customs. In Vietnam, we didn't have to do it because they don't really care what goes outside of Vietnam. And of course, here at Border Guard Control, the Cambodians will care more about what comes into Cambodia. So I expect us to carry our luggage, put it through the customs, and then stand in line for the passport. So here we go. right now we just crossed the Vietnamese border. We're here at the Cambodian border, and it's an outdoor situation here, so the bus is parked, and then usually you fall in line. These are going to be the immigration centers, but they're not making us go fall in line. The Cambodian immigration officer met us at the exit of the bus, and then I don't think we're going through customs because we're just walking. Before I had to go through customs with my luggage, but now it seems like we're just gonna walk through, and it's all good. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens. So that's been one of the recent changes. Before we had to go through customs, bring our bag down and go through customs, but now they just make us walk through. We are at the immigration customs border area, and as you can see, as we go outside, there are the big hotels, and they usually have casinos in there. Big hotels right there, and because the Vietnamese are not allowed to play in the casino, and so what Cambodia did is they put casinos at the border where the Vietnamese can play. So in this Vietnamese casino, Cambodian casino, the Vietnamese are actually their #1 customers, and it's a bit more commercialized now. There's a coffee shop in the border area, so I haven't seen that before, so that's a very good change. And there's parking lots now. It's pretty cool, and we'll just wait for everyone to finish. We're just walking through, and we're good. As you can see, that's the bus right there. That's the bus, and then the Cambodian officer met us outside, got our passports and vaccination cards, and our form. That's it, those 3 things, and we are good to go, and hopefully we're on our way. We usually have a stopover for lunch, so we're probably going to stop in a Cambodian restaurant for lunch right about now, because it's about 12 o'clock at this time, so we'll see. Now we are just waiting here at the border. We have no idea what's going on. Some Cambodian immigration officials are having lunch behind, but we're just kind of waiting. Our bus is right here, and we don't know what's going on. I guess they're processing our passports one by one, and then after that we can go for our lunch break. So we'll see what happens. Hi, so we are now in Cambodia. My passport was just given back to me by the conductor. So basically the Cambodian government also only asks for a passport, a vaccination certificate, and a form that the bus company filled out for me. So basically I just had to give my vaccination certificate and my passport, and we're now in Cambodia. So that's all you need to travel here, and the requirements are pretty low. So go ahead and make your travel plans, and good luck. Enjoy Cambodia. Once again,